What's going on with Boston? I mean, geez.
I was just going to go there. I was going to say,
what
do you
is
bench
going
Trevor
on with
Story?
Well, then Rafi gets off to the terrible start, and now he's been on absolute tear, but he doesn't want to play first base. They changed his position already in the offseason. Then you got the young kids absolutely tearing up AAA, but there seemingly isn't a spot on the roster for them, but they're too good to just not have them on the team. So what's going on there?
Yeah, I think the whole bottom line was Rafi probably had his feelings here a little bit early on with the Bregman sign late. Now, okay, it's going to get weird. Is Bregman playing second base?
Right.
Rafi's a third baseman, comes out, says that's my position. We all know that Bregman is an elite third baseman defender.
Yeah.
And period, end of story. And then Devers, who has worked his butt off to become a good third baseman, but was at the bottom of the food chain with the defensive metrics.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just for the team stuff. So you're asked to DH. He gets off to a miserable start, like literally struck out 14 of his first 20 at bats, it felt like.
Yeah.
And it was like, what happened? But he didn't play much in camp, was a little out of shape. Fine, he gets going. But now the first base happens. Tristan Casas blows his knee out for the entire year. I don't understand what's so hard to go play if a coach or an organization asks you to go play somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I had to play right field. I didn't have speed or arm strength when I was up to Florida Marlins. Yes, sir. We're employees of these organizations, and you're blessed with $300 million. So this is not a free agent year where you feel that maybe they're holding you back. It's for the team.
Right.
Yoshida can't throw a baseball, can swing a bat. You got $90 million there sitting on the bench because he's got a DH, can't throw. So if you're Devers, I would just kind of like think about it's about the boys. And once you get to that point where you just care about the boys and you play this game to win and take out your ego and salaries, it's a fun baseball game. But right now, I just think eventually if they do need him over there, it'll happen. But right now it seems like he is, and they don't want to mess with him because he's hitting about 500, it feels like, the last 3 weeks.
Crushing.
But I just feel that it's an easy transition for him. Couple days of ground balls, go catch the baseball.
Now, Chris, you did hear that he called him Bregman, not Breggy, right? Did you hear that?
It's okay to call someone Breggy. That's his nickname. It's fine.
How do you feel about grown men calling guys they don't know by nicknames, like Breggy versus Bregman?
You know, it's funny. Baseball, it's always been kind of the lingo. It doesn't matter who calls it because usually it's your number, right? I've been 1-5 since I was in ninth grade, and so 1-5, 2-4, what's up, and Breggy. So the nicknames are. It's funny when the wives do it. I think you know when you hear my wife dropped like Petey, or if she's talking about Dustin Pedroia. So you got to kind of say who's Petey, right? You know if that was going to happen. But I think the nicknames are part of the game now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit for me with Breggy over there, like a grown man wearing another man's jersey. Like, I don't know. Once you hit once you're legal and you can go fight in a war, maybe drop the jersey. But whatever.
What do you think about gloves? Gloves are the games if you're over 40.
Oh my God, right? I mean, but
No gloves
okay.
at
If there's a kid with you, I'm okay.
Right.
Now, if you're gonna reach over me and get the ball out of my kid's hand because you're an adult in a glove, I'll fight you. I mean, like I'll bring it on. I'm from Boston. I'll bring it on.
That's right.
You're not better than I am. All right. What about Roman Anthony? Should they bring him up?
Well, he's a player, man. They got to have spots, right? But I think it brings an excitement when you bring up these young kids. Like Campbell got the job right away out of camp, got a 5 days in big leagues, got an extension because there's an excitement, there's an energy. He's in struggle bunny right now, his last 45 at bats, but he was an on-base machine and kind of gets this team going. They lose their first couple in Texas to start the year, but there's an excitement to young players and energy, especially when you're number one in MLB. So I would love to see it if the spot opens up. Maybe he's taking ground balls right now in AAA. Who knows?
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.